Hey everybody, Hunter Fisher, Trapper, Trader, Guide, Scout, and Interpreter, and just a country cook, Steve Hall, here in Nashville, Tennessee, along with pretty Miss Sheila running that camera. Hi, Sheila.
Hi.
Sheila just came in from the mailbox, and look what she brought me. These things right here, the ones that are on the screen right there in front of you, egglets, as seen on TV. Man, I'm telling you what, I've been waiting for these to come in the mail so we can whip up some hard-boiled eggs. You can find them at geteggletts.com. And they'll try to sell you a little rack you can carry and extra sets and all that stuff. But I just bought the basic little 6 that come in a package, and I think they give you a free thing you can use for like an Egg McMuffin. But come on over here and let's see what's in this box. Now, we love hard-boiled eggs, and we use them in all kinds of recipes, chef salads, deviled eggs, all that kind of stuff. So I got a hold of my buddy up in northern Minnesota, Wayne Durant. He said, man, just take some eggs, put them in cold water, then bring it up to a boil. Boil it for like 3 to 4 minutes, shut it off, cover it. Let them sit in there for another 12 to 15. Put them in cold water and they'll peel fine. And he's right. Great recipe. But every now and then you get one where you're struggling and picking. And I seen these little guys on TV. They even give you a little destruction manual with a few recipes in there. And they give you something you can use. You can whip up some eggs, put them in there, put it in the microwave. But I'm not interested in that. I'm interested in these little guys right here where you put an egg in them. Let me tear these open. Ooh, they're real soft. I guess that's so you can pop them out of there. And I kind of read the instructions earlier. And instead of peeling eggs after you hard boil them, the simple way is to put an egg in each one of these little guys here. And then you put them in boiling water, and then you just take the little lid off. And because it's soft and spongy like that rubber, you just pop it right. Ooh, they got a little instruction there. What's this? Oh man, it's a Chinese cookie recipe. No, it's caution. While using product near boiling water. Product and contents. Okay, yeah, don't burn yourself. But anyway, once it cooks, it'll be flat on one end, and then you just turn it over, give it a little squeeze, and the hard-boiled egg should pop out. So let's give it a try. First, I got to take these to the kitchen and wash them, and then we're going to spray them with a little cooking oil inside because that's what it says to do. Be right back. Now, Sheila got these all washed up nice for me. I did want to show you this little microwave egg cooker. It's got a little vent hole right there. I guess you put that in there, pop it in the microwave. You can cook some little round ones to put on a McMuffin or whatever. And I did notice, you can't see it maybe up close, but right in the corner right there is a little teeny, like about a toothpick size hole. In each one of these lids is a little vent hole. I just wanted to point that out. For what reason, I don't know. I'm going to give each one of these a little spray of olive oil. I think that's what I got here. Yeah. Now you don't have to get it in the can. You can just, they say to put that in there, I guess, so the egg doesn't stick to it. So I'm going to do each one of these using my finger and coat the inside of that with a little bit of olive oil. Got a little too much in a couple spots there. All right. Now what I'm going to do here, it's got a little fill line too on there. There's a little line right there, and they say don't fill it above that, so it has to be below the threads when you fill it up. What I'm going to do is I'm going to crack an egg, each one of these, in a measuring cup so I can see if I got any eggshells in there, and then I'm going to pour it in there. Yeah, that works just perfect. All right. Awesome. I had an extra little bowl for my shells, but I think I left it in the kitchen, but that don't matter. There they go. And I notice that the yolk centers itself right in the middle, so you will be able to cut these in half and make deviled eggs with them, which is kind of cool. But I seen these on television, and I thought, not only do I want them, but what a perfect little recipe thing for our cooking channel, is do a little review on these guys. Okay, now I'll tell you what I'm going to do. I'm going to cook 2 of them completely hard, which is about 13 to 15 minutes. Then in this little recipe booklet that you get right here, it says that soft-boiled, which my dad used to love and I do too, soft-boiled hard-boiled eggs, so the yolk is still soft in the middle, is only about 8 minutes. So what we're going to do is we're going to put all 6 of them in there, and then after 8 minutes I'm going to pull 2 of them out. Those will be my soft-boiled, and they're going to go in a bowl of cool to cold water over here to stop the cooking. Then I'm going to go ahead and cook the rest of the other 4 for 13 to 15 minutes. 2 of them will just be regular hard-boiled eggs, and 2 of them are going to be a little experiment here because they say you can do that too. How about if we put in a little bit of cheese in here? Can you see me, Sheila?
Yeah, I can see you good.
All right, a little bit of bacon crumbled up in there. Now I got some onions here, and you can have them raw too, but I actually fried these in a frying pan in the kitchen. Just a little bit of sweet vidalias in there. And then a pinch of salt and pepper mix. And then I'm gonna see how this turns out because I think this would be pretty cool. All right. Now I'm going to pour half of this in one up to our little fill line right there. And the other half should, of course we've got a few extra, yeah, that'll fit in there. Look there, perfect.
Like an omelet egg.
Like a little hard-boiled omelet. Isn't that just cooch? I'm going to see how that turns out. So, now you probably got your own system at home where you've got this hard-boiled egg stuff down to a science. I remember years and years ago on TV, they used to have a little cylinder thing, and I'll bet you still got one in your pantry where you put an egg in it and you go, and an egg is supposed to pop out. They absolutely, positively do not work. So they're worthless. So let's try this. Let me cap all these. Now they'll try to sell you when you go online to get egglettes.com. Once you hit the, yeah, I want them for $14.95 and the free shipping and handling and all that stuff, something like that, they're going to turn around and they're going to try to sell you a little rack, which probably ain't too bad of an idea, that holds all 6 of them so you can pick them all up at once and put them in the water. But I think I can plunk them in one at a time. And they'll try to sell you an extra set for a little less, and you know how they do all that stuff. My only problem is here, wait a minute, I got to figure out which 2, how am I going to do that? How am I going to figure out which 2, maybe I can just look at them through that plastic because you can actually see right through there. But these are the 2 that have the stuff in them, and these are the other 4. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to take a little Sharpie or something and make a little black mark on top of these so I know which one it is. Be right back. You know, they say a watched pot never boils. That's not true. I've been standing here the whole time and it's just now coming to a boil. And I got my little destruction booklet out here. Soft-boiled eggs in those little egglets, 8 to 10 minutes. Medium boiled, 11 to 13. And hard-boiled, 13 to 16 minutes. So what we're going to do is we're going to watch our little clock right now here and start right on the top of the hour. We're going to put 4 of these in there. Now you can use tongs. I'm just using my fingers. Please don't do it because I do it. But be very careful when you put them in the boiling water. Now those 4 are all just regular eggs, but these 2, as you notice, I got a little black notch on top with a Sharpie so I know which 2 are the ones with the little baby omelet inside, so to speak. So we're going to cook these, leave it on high. Hopefully it'll come back to a boil because this is all cool. And we're going to give this 9 minutes, and I'm going to pull 2 of these out that don't have the little black mark, and I'm going to put them in our cool water over here. Then I'm going to go the full 14 to 15 minutes on the rest of them and pull them out, including the 2 that got the little black marks, and put them in there. Then we're going to check it out and see how easy they pop out of those little things. Because if it's a struggle to get them out of there, they're worthless. If they pop right out, I'm glad I bought them. We'll see in 9 minutes. Okay, these been in here right at 9 minutes. So I am going to use the little tongers here. And I'm going to pull out 2 of them and put them in my cool water over here. All right, now those are going to be my soft-boiled eggs because I love soft-boiled eggs where you can take a piece of toast and dunk it in that soft yolk. And we're going to see what's happening here. Now this little guy here, he looked like he kind of wanted to turn on his side there. Interesting. Well, okay. Hopefully I didn't fill it too full or something. Well, he's wanting to turn over on his side there. That's interesting. And that's one of those that's the little omelet. So I'm going to go ahead and let this, coming up on 10 minutes now. We'll see in about 14 minutes because it's 13 to 16, and I don't know if we need to cook them to death. Maybe about 14 and a half minutes, right in the middle of that 13 to 16 range, and we'll see you then. Now I popped a lid on there, and it says you can use a lid as long as it's vented, or you move it to one side so the steam can come out. And the reason I did that is because our two little omelet ones, looky here, this little omelet one popped the cap right off. I'll be darned. But they were floating on their side. They didn't want to go right straight up and down. They kept floating on their side, so I thought I'll put a lid on there to kind of help steam the part that isn't up there. But you see how it pushed one of those right out of there, Sheila? And we'll just take our other regular hard-boiled egg ones out and put them in our cool water. And because I did put the first two egglets in here, I didn't want this water to get warm, so Sheila went in and grabbed a couple of pieces of ice and threw in there. So let's let these cool down and let's see what we got. Let's start out with this guy right here because he blew the lid right off of there. Look, there's our little salt and pepper omelet one. What kills me is this stuff is just like silicone. It's so soft, it's unbelievable. Now here's our other little omelet one, and I got to show you something. It must have plugged a little hole up or something because as it cooled, it kind of caved. See how it caved the sides in? As it was cooling, it started pulling in like that and getting colder. So I reached over and grabbed it and loosened the lid, and it popped back out again, but it already had pre-shaped our little teeny omelet-looking thing. But now, let's try the regular. Well, let's see what happens here. Yep, the hard-boiled egg comes right out. I'll be darned.
Kids would love doing that.
Wouldn't they have a ball with that? Yeah, they pop right out of there. Now these two are our soft-boiled ones that we cooled off a little bit earlier. Kind of turn them and squeeze them. I'm going to cut that open for you and see how that turned out. And here's our other soft-boiled. Now that I've kind of drained them on that paper towel, let me move them right to the rack here. And I'll be right back with you. Well, now you can see that I sliced these little omelet ones in half, and they're cooked perfect all the way through at about 14 or 15 minutes. But if you do mix in some extra goodies, you want to be careful not to fill it too full, or it'll pop the lid off like mine did. Now I'm going to move this up here, probably out of camera, but I'm going to do a little inspecting here. First of all, I'm going to check out. I can already see from the bottom. That looks really good. Let me take a look, see what we got. Isn't that perfect? Soft boiled. And that was right at about 9 to 10 minutes. I cooked it a little longer than 8. I went to about 9 or 10. But you'll experiment if you do decide to get these. And look at this. Does that look just perfect for soft boiled, hard boiled eggs? I guess it's just called soft boiled eggs, but they're just absolutely delicious. Let's hit them with a little bit of pepper, just a little touch of salt, and now let's take a look at our truly hard-boiled eggs.
Shishi's egg.
These are Shishi's eggs because she won't eat the ones with the little yolk on them. She'll probably eat the little ones that are omelet ones now. Yes.
Now we're talking.
Perfect. Cooked just beautiful all the way through at about 15 minutes. And there you go. What do you think? Doesn't that look terrific, Sheila?
That's really good.
They're a lot of fun. They're fun to mess with. And the thing that I like is you can just take, if you bought a dozen of them on that channel, wherever that, what is it, GetEgglettes.com. If you bought a dozen of them, then you could just crack a dozen eggs in there, throw them in your cooker, just leave them in there for a good 15 minutes, put them in a bowl of cold water, let them cool off, make sure that you unscrew the top so they don't cave the sides in like that one did. Let's lay these up here too so they can see them. Yeah, here's our little omelets. I'll bet them are just yummy though. They got onions in there and all kinds of stuff. Looking forward to trying this. This is my favorite right here, and now I know that I'm only 9 minutes away from the perfect soft-boiled egg. Hope you like our recipe. Well, there you have it, egglets. GetEgglettes.com. I don't have anything to do with the company. They never sent me anything free. But I bought them because I wanted to share them with my subscribers and see how they work. We already had one little omelet one pop a lid off and float sideways when they got other stuff in there other than a regular egg. But who cares? They turn out perfect. And I really love the soft boiled eggs. They're just, this here, I need to pop a piece of toast down as soon as I turn the camera off and get a bite of that. That looks terrific. We hope you like our recipes. We wanted to share this with you. And we really hope you subscribe to our channel. It's pretty easy. Shotgun Red's face will pop up over here in a little bit. Click on it when it does. Click that bell right next to subscribe. Then you'll be notified every time we come out with a new recipe. We'll put another one over here that we hope you enjoy. And is this the best little egglet, omelet, soft-boiled, hard-boiled egg combination thing that you can have fun with and don't have to peel hard-boiled eggs no more? I think it is. If it ain't, it ought to be. Did you have fun, Sheila?
I did.
I had a good time. She said, this is really neat. I said, I think they are kind of cool. They're just so soft. Spray them, pop them eggs out, and I hope you make a great salad or an omelet or some deviled eggs or whatever for you and your family. See you next time right here on Cooking with Shotgun Red. Bye-bye for now. We got to order some more stuff off TV and see if it works.